the Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Digby Bosley, members of the past and present trustees, Excellencies, Head of Missions, High Commissioners and Ambassadors, and members of the Diplomatic Corps, the J.P. Bailey Clinic Medical and Dental Practitioners, the managers of J.P. Bailey Trust, staff and volunteers, and members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in Sambul Bunak, and a very good evening to you all. My wife Sarote and I are indeed honored and very appreciative of the kind invitation extended to us to be with you on this auspicious occasion that marks the 65th anniversary of the J.P. Bailey Trust. And it is such an honor and privilege to be here with you. We gladly accepted the invitation some weeks back, and it's so good to see you all. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as most of you know, and this is perhaps why so many of you good people have been involved with the Trust for so long, and as we've heard, the Trust that was established in 1954 by the late John Percy Bailey, OBE, and the late Reverend Dr. George Hemming, CF, OBE, to provide much needed assistance to the less fortunate families of our beloved nation. Now, registered as a charitable trust on July the 30th, 1954, the Welfare Center began providing food packs to several families who were living below the poverty line. And I believe this is still ongoing today. And the Bailey Medical Clinic opened in Suva in November of that year, with Lautoka in 1987, and the Lambasa branch 10 years later. Administered by a board of 5 trustees who are all appointed in a voluntary capacity, and receiving no compensation either in cash or in kind. There is a general manager with managers based in Suva, Lautoka and Lambasa, and it's so good to see members from Lautoka and Lambasa here amongst us tonight. Now, the current trustees are Mr. D.B. Bosley, the chairman, an old friend, Wangam Leka, Mr. Joel Sahai, Mr. Viti Wipi, and Mr. Barry Whiteside. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, it's so good to see Wanga and Digby and Barry, because some years back in lately we used to meet on the foreshore in the mornings. And as you heard, I now champion wellness and fitness in this nation. So it's good to see a fellow runner in the morning in the form of Wanga, who's been away, and it's good to see Wanga. Welcome back, and so good to see you again. And Digby, I look forward to you and I catching up on beating the trail once again along the foreshore. Now, also divisions have local committees comprising dedicated persons from within the community, and the centers are assisted each week by a group of volunteers for packing and distributing food packs and other items. You know, well done, these volunteers. Hands up any volunteers who are here tonight. Oh, there we go. Just the one from Lautoka. I'm sure you know we have more than that. Thank you. Naka. Now, the Trust has medical and dental clinics, as you've heard, operated by registered practitioners, welfare and education centers in the 3 divisions whose geographical boundaries have recently been extended in order to assist more families. Navalio. The clinics provide free medical and dental consultations as well as medication just over 400 families. That's a lot of families in our country who are permanently registered with each center. And I believe this number is going to get bigger and bigger every year. 400 families out of a population of about 900,000. You're doing well. Could be better. And the welfare center gives out monthly food packs, footwear, bedding, and clothes throughout the year to these less fortunate members of our community. In addition, there are several temporary cases with each center who also receive similar assistance. The education center assists the children with kindergarten, primary, and secondary schooling needs by way of fees where applicable, uniforms, shoes, bags, stationery, and exercise books. So in addition, free education provided by government. So nice to see the Trust providing additional assistance in the form of what I've just read out. Now, also several of the children in the tertiary institutions have their fees and other requirements paid for by the trust. Now, I'm interested to know how much money has been spent over the years. Did we?
How much has been spent
A lot of
over
money.
the years?
Although assistance towards tertiary education has been in place for the past year with just a selected few being supported, this has now become an annual award from 2019, this year onwards, and is offered to those with exceptional academic results in year 13 and who are keen to pursue higher studies. Wish them well with their studies. We need more people educated up to tertiary level in this country. Now, currently there are 9 students on full tertiary scholarship, and many more will be offered assistance in 2020. It's good to know. For parents, children in year 13, 12, 13, this assistance is available through the trust. Now, tertiary qualification is now a prerequisite in securing a decent employment, as you know, and the trust believes that deserving students should not be deprived of further studies in their chosen field. Agree. Now, this assistance being offered to certificate and diploma courses, and depending on the results of the student, may extend to a degree level. Now, recently the Trust has also embarked on providing counseling in positive parenting for mothers and has already very successfully completed the first workshop in Lotoka in October this year, very recent. And the next one is planned for Suva and then Lambasa early next year. Now, with rising serious incidents of drug and substance abuse as well as child molestation by fathers and grandfathers, that are viewed with great concern indeed. Now, this is going to be another program with the Trust, or which the Trust will undertake. I wish you well in this undertaking. Our prayers and our good wishes are with the Trust in this endeavor. He has qualified and experienced counselor who will provide her services in this year. Is this good person here with us tonight? I'd like to talk to you. She's not here with us. There we go. The 5th year. Second? Yeah, I mean, she put her down. I'd like to talk to you later on, my dear. Thank you. Typical of the Trust guiding principles, none of the Trust funds has been spent on tonight's celebrations. Wow. Okay. And I therefore acknowledge with great and sincere appreciation the generous donors and friends of the Trust for sponsoring the invitation cards, which I received, the venue, the food and drinks. I think a lot of savories to go around. And thank you very much for your kind generosity, all of you. To the board trustees, the management, the volunteers, the committee members, and the staff from the welfare centers in Lambasa, Lotoka, and Suva, thank you all for your hard work, sacrifice, and commitments towards such a worthy cause. I accepted this invitation because I wanted to come and thank you, individually and collectively, for your hard work over the years. Now, words are not enough to acknowledge and thank you for your efforts. Well done, and I wish you well and every success in your future endeavors. Digby and your team, now I level thank you, and may Almighty God continue to bless the Trust and our beloved nation and people. Amen.